揃いも揃って使えねえ奴らだな。
What is his problem?
すいません。
Yeah, we are real sorry. Sorry for what? H, put on airs of importance the next afternoon.
一体いつになったら女紹介してくれんだよ、宇佐美さんよ。
ですから近日中に。
もういい加減正体ばらっちゃうけどさ、俺ちゃんって相当なワルなんだよ。穴があったら入れたい年頃なんだよ。もう待てないっつうの。
It's only been 2 days and he's already impatient as hell. Alright, tell you what, I'll help you find your dream girl.
今日のところはご勘弁を。
This Joker's mood is just a disaster today. What's got you all riled up this time?
いやおう、昨日久しぶりに親父と飯食ってたのよ。
You have a dad?
あれ、確か施設で育ったとか聞きましたけど。
んなもんは全部ブラフだよ。僕の親父はホテルのオーナーやってるよ。
Seriously?
中央区のプラザホテルもグランドホテルもトップオブトマン別も全部親父のもんだよ。
You're shitting me.
嘘だと思うなら今度一泊させてあげようか。
I glanced at Usami.
マジっぽいっすね。
I didn't know at all. I have heard of a hotel owner named Aizawa before, but who would ever believe that he was actually Eiichi's father? Wait a second, so for all that calling me rich and pampered, you grew up in a wealthy household too?
おめえと違って親父は厳しいんだよ。爬虫類禁止だぞうちは。ありえなくね。
I see.
それでその親父がよ、夜中の2時くらいに帰ってきたと思ったら仕事の愚痴を始めやがってよ。
プラザホテルのことですか？
なんかさ、客の一人が消えたらしいんよ。確かにチェックインしてるんだけど電話も繋がらないし住所もデタラメでさ、これ警察もんだなと思ったら部屋のキーも宿泊代もベッドの下にあったんだってさ。
You didn't call the police, did you? There was nothing stolen or anything after all.
親父に言われたよ。あんなもんでホテルの評判悪くなったら客が来なくなるだろうが、ついでにそんな現場の話をいちいちオーナーの俺様にあげてくんなってな。俺に言わせればそんな仕事の話をいちいち息子にあげてくんなっつうの。これは俺も飛行に走るわ。
Oh, come on, your father is a good person. You should take a lesson from him.
おめえらボンプには理解できない悩みだろうな。
Eiichi just kept on sulking. Nothing would stop him now. So that means we were completely played.
ご迷惑をおかけしまして。
After class was over, Usami and I had a strategy meeting. About that Saijou.
はい。
I asked Gonzo about his so-called Great Japan Revolutionary School. He said he'd never heard of it.
よほど規模が小さいのでしょうか。
Who knows? Those organizations are a dime a dozen.
では組織の線から西条を追うのは難しそうですね。
Yeah, in the meantime, Horibe and his crew are combing through the inner city's hotels. And not just hotels, but subway stations, underbridges, and any other places a person might be staying. They're even checking vacant office buildings.
西条はすでに県外に逃亡している可能性もありますが。
Yeah, I hear you. The creep's probably scared to death of the power of the Soa Alliance by now. Seeing as how that might be the case, Gonzo issued orders last night and sent over 100 people out of the prefecture to cooperate with the local gangs and collect information about Maou and Saijou. When you take on the upcoming battle with the Shinai group, the Sonoyama group has its hands full.
私にできることといえば。
Isn't waiting for news the only thing to do? To be more precise, since we failed last time, we can't make rash movements anymore.
原点に帰りましょう。
Hmm?
カノンは NKH 杯で優勝しました。魔王の言いつけを無視した以上、母親の育子さんの命が狙われているはずです。
That's why we are searching for Saijou in the first place.
ですよね。
She's being kind of vague about this. Saijou is a chess piece Maou prepared for this match. The use of an accomplice represents a potential risk, but also a corresponding return to go along with that risk.
つまり、共犯者がいて、初めて成り立つ手口で育子さんを狙っていると？
We have to work under that assumption. If Maou could do it himself all along, there'd be no need to recruit someone else. Therefore, Saijou must still be within the city. Isn't that right?
やっぱりそうですよね。西条を捕まえれば魔王の計画を破綻させられるかもしれない。
I sneered. What's wrong? Getting depressed already?
いえいえ、まさか。自分がナイーブになったのは財布を落とした時とペンギンも交尾をすると知った時です。
Why would you get depressed over the fact that penguins mate? This girl's got a screw loose.
自分はもう一度西条のアパートを漁ってみるとします。
Alright, don't do anything rash.
分かっています。一応私も被害者候補の一人ですからね。
After her statement, Usami prepared to head home. The happy sounds of children's laughter weaved into the surroundings. Mephistopheles Saijou was sitting on a bench in the Eastern District's park, waiting for Maou to contact him. The elementary school students, ignoring the brisk wind, fought to get to the sandbox and the slide. Saijou thought of his own sister, and of the detective who was in charge of the investigation. Saijou had choked her to death. Wait, what? Why would he do something like that? That sister who had just started school, whom he loved so much. That angelic, smiling face, which, unbeknownst to him, suddenly had eyeballs bugging out of their sockets. You killed her. No, that's right, she didn't die. His sister loved him. They would hold hands and go to school together. When bathing, she'd scrub him from top to bottom. She never forgot to give him a good night's kiss. In other words, she must have loved him deeply. What was wrong with what he did? Flowers are meant to be picked when they're the most beautiful. Saijou hadn't killed her, he just made her his. This sounds like he raped her and killed her in the process. Holy shit. It's just that those annoying police exaggerated the matter and forced punishment upon him. He spent those long, hard years, the years before he became a legal adult, in that building with the high fences. Oh, so I guess it happened when he was still a teenager, huh? Mao's call came.
こんな町外れの公園までは連中も追ってこないようだ。油断なさらないよ。分かっている。あと3人殺すまでは町を離れられない。
Yoshida Kimiko, the woman he had failed to kill earlier. Kanesaki Ikako, the figure skating coach. And the girl named Usami Haru. His heart was aquiver with anticipation for the murderous plans that would be presented to him in the future.
今、アイスアリーナに来ていましてね。
One could almost hear the ecstasy drip from Mao's words.
明日からまたグランドシリーズファイナルという大会が始まるのです。世界6カ国で開催された大会の最後の決勝戦とでも言うべき華々しい内容です。
Saijou wanted to ask, just what the hell are you talking about? However, not wanting to risk hindering their relationship, he stopped himself.
しかし、初戦は賞金戦です。運営資金に困った国際フィギュアスケート連合が主催する見せ物。それが証拠に、昨シーズンの世界チャンピオンなどは敗北を恐れ、自らの名誉を守るために出場を辞退するのも通例となっている。
Saijou could only mumble some vague confirmations in response.
昨年から導入された新採点方式もフィギュアをつまらなくしている。確かに不正を防ぐ意味で一定の効果を上げているのは認めよう。問題はプログラムだ。今のルールではジャンプを飛べる回数も決まっているし、リンクの端から端まで見事なスパイラルを続ける必要もない。その結果どうなったか。どいつもこいつも似たような演技ばかりではないか。減点を恐れ挑戦的なプログラムを避けている。派手な転倒など見なくなった。一体どこがフリースケーティングだというのか。
Unbelievably, Mao sighed. This made Saijou a bit insecure.
例えば私は浅いカノンよりもセタマ機構を評価する。理由は基本的なスケーティング技術だ。動きも曲にマッチして非常に美しい。苦境を乗り越え地味な努力を重ねていることがわかる。しかし回転数の多いジャンプ一つで順位がひっくり返ってしまった。 容姿が良く受けのいい決め技を持つ人間が勝利する。おかしな時代になってしまったものだ。
Saijo finally understood his comrades' grievances. Thinking about things clearly, each target up until now has had something to do with figure skating.
いや、申し訳ない。つい長話になってしまいました。
魔王、一つ聞きたい。
His suspicion slipped out of his mouth.
魔王はこの国の現状を憂い、革命を志しているのではなかったか。やけにスケートにこだわるのはなぜだ。
The mysteries just kept piling up. The targets were scum, but still only normal civilians. Why didn't the names of greater evils such as government leaders and the masterminds behind religious organizations appear on the list? As he pondered this point, he let up a bit.
今さらすまない。頭の鋭いお前にしかわからない事情があるのかもしれんな。
Saijo didn't want to be hated by the only person to understand him in decades, and Maou had helped him get out of trouble just yesterday.
いいえ、
Maou answered with an air of apology.
あなたの疑問はもっともだ。
というと、
私はただフィギュアスケートの現状を嘆いているだけなのです。金儲けに走った連中をこの世から抹殺したかった。そのために利用したのです。
Maou spoke bitterly. Incredibly, flames of anger didn't roar within Saijo's chest. The emotions of an event long forgotten floated to his heart once again. He remembered a time when his sister broke a toy that he treasured. He remembered his sister coming to him with an honest apology.
これまで協力していただいて感謝します。
Saijo's hand trembled, shaking the phone it held.
ひとまず西日本に逃げるとよろしいでしょう。新幹線もいいですが、夜行バスやフェリーを駆使した方がより安全と言えます。福岡まで着いたらまたご連絡を。台湾行きの船を用意しておきますので、口座を教えていただければ逃走資金を振り込ませて。
待て魔王。
Words burst from his mouth.
誰も降りるとは言っていない。
しかし、
いや、やらせてもらおう。
なぜです。
Saijo made his decision and sighed.
私もお前を騙していたからだ。大日本革新義塾などという組織は存在しない。いや、あるにはあるが、代表も広報も作戦参謀も全部たった一人の構成員が兼任している。つまり私だ。
なんと。
世間は私を異常者だと決めつけている。しかしお前は私を立てて熱意のこもったメッセージを送ってくれた。実力のない私を英雄だと言った。
There would be no more hesitation. No matter what Mao's true goal was, he would still be Saijo's friend.
教えてくれ。魔王が最も殺したいのは例の3人ではないのだろう。真の標的は。
Saijo said a name. Maou gave a short answer. Yes.
協力しよう。さあ、指示をくれ。
He didn't know when, but the sounds of the children playing in the park had completely disappeared. Really? Your common courtesy is out the window already? After dinner, Usami suddenly popped in.
あったかいなこの家は。
Don't curl up on the sofa. Get up. Usami rolled around on my couch in her uniform. After a while, she stood up.
いや、それにしてもまるで社会とのつながりを持とうとしない人の追跡は難しいですね。
Any leads? Usami shook her head wryly.
電話の請求書があってチェックしましたが、自分と同じくらい安い通話料でした。
That means, like you, he has no friends.
仕事はどうにも日雇いの現場作業なんかがメインみたいですね。ヘルメットと軍手も見つかりましたし、人材派遣会社に登録しているらしく、いくらか給与明細がありました。
So he lived a life without a steady job.
きっちりした真面目な人物です。風俗の会員証とか馬券の切れ端とか、そういうのは見当たりませんでしたし、自炊の跡もありましたし、アイロンやズボンプレッサーもありました。
I guess that just goes to show you that sometimes it's the people like that who can be the most dangerous.
手がかりになりそうなのは唯一。
Just then, a sound rang out from the front door.
たったいま
I had given Kanon a spare key to the room.
ジース。
キース。やーや
What is wrong with these two?
ー、うさみんよくいらっしゃいました。汚い家ですが、どうぞごゆっくり。
This is my place.
いや、せっかくだけどもう帰るよ。
Oh, hey. She just said something about a lead.
なんで遊ぼうよ。
For some reason, Usami kept glancing at my bed.
では。
In a hurry, with her back slumped, she left.
ねえねえ、うさみん何しに来たの？
Who knows, to get out of the cold maybe?
そういえばうさみんってあの格好で寒くないのかな？
A reasonable question, Kanon. Probably. Let's just chalk it up to her strange nature.
うーん、
What are you looking at? Why is your face so close to mine? I could see myself reflected in her eyes.
なんか隠してるな。
What?
ソファーが荒れてるぞ。うさみんと何してたんだ？
We didn't do anything, okay? Wait, that's... There was a cell phone on the sofa. I think it's Usami's. It must have fallen out when she was rolling around.
ゴロゴロしてたの？
By herself, yes. Oh well, I'll give it to her at school tomorrow.
うん。なんかおかしいな。最近パパも構ってくれないし、のんちゃんの周りで事件が起こってるぞ。これ、
Papa's just busy with his end-of-year responsibilities.
コーチの周りにパパの部下みたいな人がいるのもおかしいぞ。
Is that so? I knew she'd notice.
コーチ、守られてるみたいだったよ。トイレの前までついてくるんだもん。
I don't think a lie would work here.
なんでコーチが守られてるのかな？ヒルトン先生とか大会の偉い人とかならわかるけど。うん。兄さんどう思う？
I don't know. Stop talking and go take your bath.
さては兄さんも来るだな。のんちゃんを驚かせようったってそうはいかないぞ。
Don't worry about it. Didn't you say you had no interest in anything besides skating?
そうだった。兄さんいいこと言うな。
Her smile was immediately restored. The finals start tomorrow, right?
女子はしあさってからね。
Alright, then hurry up and take a bath.
はい。
She skipped over to the changing room. If she wasn't able to change moods that quickly, there's a chance she wouldn't be as famous as she is now. Just a single performance from her can have a major influence on a number of people. Whether or not a jump is successful will change the number of spectators and the mood of the sponsors. And this time her performance is even related to a death threat. If she worried about every little thing, then she wouldn't be able to do what she does. Of course, her continuous practice has taken away a normal school life. And there's no such thing as a person who ignores everything else and just lives to skate. Because humans aren't machines. Behind Kanon's casual smile lies a mountain of bottled up emotions. If she found out that her mother's life was in danger... Haru wandered through the residential district, but she'll do that next time on G-senjou no Maou. Thanks for watching and have a nice day or night. Bye bye.